Hi, I'm excited to share with you how I put together a Summer Memories junk journal for my daughter. I used some pre-loved pages out of some children's books and an old planner, but I also wanted some specific inserts, so I created those and printed those out. Once they were printed, I cut them to the length that I wanted them, making sure that they were smaller than the pages of the children's book. I did this because if we wanted to read the book, we could easily find the pages as they are the biggest pages in the book. Once I finished cutting the pages to the size I wanted them, I took apart the children's book. This book was only held together by 2 staples, so I used a flat edge to pry the staples out. And then once the staples were out, nothing was holding the book together. I then took the pages of the children's book and cut them in half using my paper cutter. I set them to the sides because I wanted to make sure I kept the book in the order it was supposed to go in. When I was finished cutting, I put the stack of papers together so that the pages were in the correct order. Once all the pages are cut, I put them in the order I would like them. I use the pages of the children's book as dividers for the different sections that I have in the planner. Here you can see me putting the pages in order, and you can kind of see some of the pages I have in there. It was important to me to have pages for us to brainstorm and think of the different things we wanted to do. I also wanted to make sure we could put together a block schedule to give us a little more structure to our days. Another thing that was important for me was to work on chores again. We kind of got out of the habit of doing chores, and so I wanted a place to write down what the chores are and check them off whenever she finishes them. Along with chores, we also wanted to work again on allowance and budgeting, so I made a section for that as well. While I was working on cutting the pages and putting them in the order, I had my daughter go through some old scrapbook pages I had to pick out different sheets she would like to use in the back of her journal to record her summer memories. On these sheets, we'll glue pictures from our days and have her write a quick note about what she had done. Because I wanted to make sure that the pages of the children's book were the largest pages, I made sure to cut the pages to be the size of the other sheets of paper I had cut. Once all the scrapbook pieces were cut to the length that we wanted them, I had my daughter sit down and put them in the order that she would want them to appear. Once she had them in order, I added them to the other pages we already had, and that completed her junk journal. Now it was time to bind her book. I decided to use a Heidi Swapp cinch. There are different ways you could choose to bind your book. You could tie them together with string, you could use a Happy Planner disc system, but I wanted to try out a spiral bind. A quick cautionary tale you can see here. It is best to use a scrap piece of paper to do your first hole punches if you've never done it before. As you can see, I messed up the cover, but that's okay. I had my daughter pick out a piece of washi that she liked. I used that to cover up the holes, and then I was able to punch holes again. Once all the pages have holes punched, I'm able to use the side of the cinch machine to hold on to my spiral wire, and it keeps it open so that way I can slip the pages onto the wires. Quick note on the wire that I used, the spiral I took it off of an old planner and it was still usable, and so I was able to reuse it for this junk journal. Once all the pages were onto the spiral, I was able to turn the cinch machine around and press down on the bar, and it cinched closed the spiral. I realized it wasn't as closed as I wanted it to be, so you see I adjust the size of the cinch, and then once I did that, I liked it and it was perfect. Here's a real quick flip through of the junk journal. As you can see, I decided to add a pocket to the front cover. I just took an envelope and used double stick tape and stuck it to that. In the pocket, I had my daughter pick out some sticker sheets she would like to use and some journaling cards, and we stuck those in there. I wanted to give you a closer look at the pages so you could see how I took old planner pages and covered up the dates and added new dates so that we could use them again. And here on this page, you can see how I put together a block schedule. It's highlighted. It's just nice to have chunks of your day when you have goals to do chores during a specific chunk and then fun in another chunk. If you would like to make your own junk journal and use the insert pages that I created, those are available for purchase as a digital download at the Pre-Loved Project shop. If junk journaling and making it yourself is not your thing, I've also put together a completed notebook that is available for purchase on the shop soon. If you like what you see, please subscribe, hit the like button, and mark that bell notification so you don't miss a video.